Citizens, and welcome back to the Verse. Now, there has been a massive change to Star Citizen that is something that CIG has not done before, and I'm actually a very big fan of. And unfortunately, I was kind of confused by this while I'm updating the game and realized my mistake. So I'm going to get into that. But you can see right now I have Live and I have EP2. Live is 3.24.3 and EP2 is 4.00, whatever this number is here, whatever version it is. However, if we look at a letter from the chairman, so I'm going to drag this over and put it up here. The main part of the letter, the chairman, besides talking about how different things are now going to be put over, so big changes are going to be kept separate so that you're able to not have to deal with game-breaking bugs, hopefully, when you go from one area to the other. The big change is right up at the top here, which is we've decided to temporarily support 2 parallel live tracks, which will remain available, so you can play the missions and engage in game loops that are not working on our new playability standards in 4.0. Meanwhile, the 4.0 preview will also be accessible from your launcher as a second live option. If you're not interested in previewing 4.0, you can simply select Alpha 3.24.3 from the drop-down and continue enjoying the live build. They're running them both concurrent, which means back here on our launcher, this will say live, and this will say live 3.24.3, live 4.0. And so, unless something massively different happens, something breaks in the game, whatever we start doing in the live 4.0 build, when everything gets mitigated over to 4.0 being the only version, any progress you made along that lines will carry over. What I think is going to happen is that Live 4.0 is also going to be a total reset from the start. So you'll still have the ships that you bought in game on this version, but this one down here, you're not going to have the ships. And you're going to have to start over from whatever you just have in your hangar. Now, the thing that I was confused by is I loaded up after seeing this, and it says live in EP2. So then I looked on Spectrum again, and Xylo said the live preview will release tonight, US time zone, could be late. So what will happen next? Current EP2 will be reset up later tonight as 4.0 preview with a full wipe, and will be a second live environment next to the 3.24.3 live. Current live will run parallel for the next weeks, so Stave Stanton can still be completed in this version right here while you're playing 4.0 on another version. When CIG decides the time is right, they will relabel 4.0 preview to 4.0 live. All your progress made until there will persist, and as soon as it's live, the online 3.24.3 live will be shut down, and nothing achieved here is taken over to live. So if you're making progress, making money still in 3.24.3, that money is not going to transfer over. But if you start playing the live version, which will be here, your money will transfer over, and your ships that you earn in game and anything that happens along that lines is going to transfer over. Now, one thing I'm not sure about, but I'm going to guess the answer is yes, is if you lose something, if you lose some weapon or gear, is it gone? I would guess that's probably going to be the case, but maybe not. Maybe when they reset it to live, that will happen. Now, on top of that, we're going to quickly go back to the home and talk about one other thing. There's still happening is Luminalia. You're still able to get stuff that will go into your personal hangar. So you can see here, you just got to scroll down and start clicking on these calendar things. We do have a Spectrum badge. That was the first thing here. This one is not going to show up in your hangar, and that's kind of a mistake. I mean, I'm fine with it not showing up. I don't need it to clutter up. But the other ones in the past have, and it does kind of weird that you click that, nothing happens, although you do have it. Number 2, this shows up in your hangar, but we do get a gun. Then we get a paint. This is for the Merlins. Another gun. Then we get, I think it was a 400i paint. Yep, 400i. So you get both of these paints. Then you get another gun. This one here is another pistol. Then you get the Ursa Rover paints. Then we get another gun. And then we got 3 more days. I kind of wish that Luminalia had more of the things aside from weapons. I mean, we don't necessarily need more and more and more guns. I mean, everything is about getting guns in the new update. I would have loved to see stuff like last year. We had the Sextant. We've gotten Picos in the past. We got the um, Luminalia themed cookie jar. I would have loved more hanger decorations. I would have loved a tree. That would have been awesome to put in your hangers. We definitely need more like hangers, decorations, things like that. Even maybe a Luminalia backpack. We got the sweaters last year. Just guns seems to be the focus. Guns and paints. Now I do like the paints. I don't really have these ships. I actually do have a Merlin, but I would have loved to see something other than guns. I always know there's paints. Every other day it seems paints. There's going to be paints tomorrow, I'm guessing. And I do like the deck the hall paints. I know a lot of people love the Stormbreaker, Icebreaker. What's it called? Uh, Icebreak, just called Icebreak. I will admit the Icebreak paint looks pretty cool on a lot of ships. They just updated the Carrack. I don't know if the Carrack has one of these, but that'd be kind of a nice one for Carrack owners out there. But since I do like green, I do like these paints, even though I can really only put one to use. But I would have loved to see something a little bit different other than weapons. So that's it. So the one issue I have right now is that until this goes from EP2 to live, I'm not able to update it, and I'm not able to get into the live build. So I've downloaded this for nothing. In fact, I'm going to stop this. I don't need to do this. Cancel download. We're just going to wait until this turns to live, and then we can start playing in the verse. Now, I am going to start out in Stanton. That has always been my plan. I'm not going to be starting in Pyro, but this is a good time for you to get into there and try it and see what you like. Just remember, any progress you make once this says live is going to carry over, which I think is awesome. I think this is great. I might have said this just a bit ago in my video, but with CIG always giving a big update at the end of the year and then going on vacation, it's always been a big issue with things breaking and the game not running right, and we have to wait until people get back into the offices before they can get fixed. So not only do I love the fact that now they're looking at changing how they operate, updating, testing things out, and doing things kind of concurrently, so that if something's game breaking, they can work on that while you're still able to play the previous version, which wasn't broken. That's going to make so many people so much happier. But I'm going to admit that I was really wrong about something, which is this right here. I was certain, and maybe this was the original plan, day 12 was going to be the release of 4.0, because normally we have 12 days of Luminalia, and this year only 11. So I was wrong. Day 12, not the release. Sometime late tonight, technically the release. So I'm probably just going to put this out. We're not going to actually have any gameplay in this video because we don't have any access yet. But by later tonight, hopefully that will be the case. And then I'm on Christmas break after work tomorrow. So it was a long day today. That's why I'm only getting on the computer now. But tomorrow I'll be able to play and just start kind of enjoying myself. Get back into doing the things I love to do. Exploring, mining, cargo, and maybe every once in a while head into Pyro and dying a quick death. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and stay tuned to future videos where we kind of check out what is the future of the verse.